Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the lands of Aecathan. No professionals, no fancy tech, just a group of women playing an all-original game of Dungeons & Dragons. I'm Jeff, your Game Master, and here's what happened in the last episode. The morning after the Clan Council election, the four took stock of what tasks they knew about that still needed to be addressed. After a brief conversation with Zek, they headed off to the Ivory's Wrath for breakfast to check in with Aloric. At the Wrath, they discovered a huge crowd, all waiting to speak to the new Lord, because he spent hours talking to people there the night before. After consulting with Athgarr, Gwen suggested that they talk to those assembled and write down their messages. Afterwards, Gwen took point on creating an office where people could have their needs and desires recorded and delivered to the keep for Athgarr to review. The group brought Wiggy and Jerry Ann in on the plan, asking their assistance with hiring the personnel needed, finding a location for the office, and furnishing it once it was secured. Both promised their help. Gwen headed to the keep to talk to Athgarr and Sten about this plan. Athgarr was both surprised and pleased, and he offered whatever funding would be necessary, first pick of vacant properties in the Outer Enclave, and whatever furniture the office might need from the storeroom in the basement of the keep. He also set about establishing his own Captain of the Guard, which he had yet to do, summoning the previous Arch-Sentinel Navi Temra to the keep. Back at the Wrath, the rest of the four began planning out their next moves, including picking up Gwen's wolf from Belinimard and improving their armor and weaponry before their next armed conflict. Gwen returned, filled in the group on her progress, and officially hired Wiggy on Athgar's behalf to set up his satellite office in the Outer Enclave. The four then teleported to Belinimard, where Gwen reacquainted herself with Emberheart, the wolf she bonded with some weeks ago. With their new member following, they returned to the Forehome in Thunder's Edge. And that is where we pick up tonight.
I have a question. We talked about getting new armor, right? We didn't actually do
Correct.
that. Yeah, okay, because I was like, oh, snappies. I did not do that.
That's on the list, as far as I know.
Okay.
So you are in the Forehome. Emberheart is
Sniffing around,
looking rather warily.
I'm going to.
How did he take the teleportation circle?
He blinked a lot because of the light, but otherwise he seems to be handling it.
So I'm going to introduce him to the Forehome, the inside and the outside. Just kind of walk him around and explain where my room is, which is now also his room. And show him the yard and that kind of thing.
Okay. At one point, when he's walking past the basement door, he starts to growl and his hackles go up.
I'll explain to him that, yes, we do have a kobold living in our basement, but he's a friend. And hopefully Emberheart and Zek will become friends as well.
You keep strange companions in your pack.
We do, but he has been a loyal friend.
As you say.
And I'm going to set up a water, a bed, those kinds of things for him. And offer him food as well.
Okay, what kind of food is there to offer him at this point?
Is there any dried meats in the pantry?
We've been here for a while with guests, so I would assume that we have stocked up and there might be some meat in the yard.
Okay.
Like, if we've been here, there might be chickens or something out there, right? Isn't that what we decided? We have a little pen for
Yes.
meat.
Well,
But
if
let
that's the
him
food for
wild
the
in
house,
there.
I probably don't want him to be like, help yourself. We'll go out
You
one day
have
and
to
be like,
bring him
nothing
one.
left. So I'll start establishing some ground rules with him. Like, I will provide food for you. Unless something happens to me, then I'll provide your food. And then I'll do that.
When do we hunt?
Whenever we are in an area where hunting is appropriate, and I'll let you know when that is, but I'll try to make opportunities to hunt because I know that's something that's important to you.
This is very strange.
Well, this is part of being in a city where opportunities for hunting are more limited.
I do not think I will like being in a city.
Well, we will be here for a while, but like I said, I'll take you outside of the city so that you have some opportunities to hunt.
Even if we have to teleport a couple times, like, teleport out and teleport back in, I'll help you.
Thanks. I'll try to I'll talk with Zori. So we don't have to necessarily do all this right now, but I'll talk with Zori about maybe each morning when we first get up, we could teleport to a location where he could take care of business, do some hunting, and then come back, and we'll start our day that way.
Okay. All right. Well, he seems like he's trying to understand this new lifestyle. And he goes and climbs up on one of the couches and sits looking out the window.
Oh. I need an extra dimensional doggy park for him.
All right. So, what would you like to do? It's probably a little bit after lunch at this point, probably like between 1 and 2.
Is there anything more that we need to do in terms of establishing the office? Have we heard from from Wiggy at all about someone to hire?
He's had about an hour to work on this so far.
Got it. It was not an overnight for him.
No.
Got it. Well, what do y'all want to do?
Well, let's see. We had talked about getting... Whoops, sorry.
Nope, that's okay. Did we make a note for Aloric's thing stating, please watch that space for... Or is poor Aloric having to deal with people and saying, it's coming, it's going to be 3 doors down, or whatever?
I don't think we did anything.
I don't remember
like
anything.
That. But we had some, we were there this morning.
Oh yeah, it hasn't been very long, so.
Right. So hopefully hopefully we addressed the people with the most pressing concerns, and maybe word will get around that we're working on it. Annette, were you going to suggest something?
Well, we had talked about getting re-equipped with better armor and things. We could work more. Well, no. We could do something about the orcs. Like, go check on the orcs. We could start working on finding out who killed the person who had the job before Aribell.
I think that's a Jagravan and down there's job.
That's going to take us away for a bit, whereas we're trying to...
We decided we needed to go to the tower for magic items.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Could we, while we're doing that, could we find a historian or someone that could do a little digging into Zori's background and see if we can find out more about her tattoo and who might be looking for her?
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea.
I mean, if there can be something like happening in the background while we're going and doing other things, that would maybe save us some time. At least give us a starting spot when we get back.
Message Aramin to do that.
Way background. Meanwhile, while you're trying to save the world through VS's channels, could you just take a couple minutes and research this?
And you and Costas go off and do some.
Great.
Well, who would be the person to get that started?
Maybe Indrus at the tower, maybe. I mean, he is our looker-upper, isn't he?
About your tattoos?
Yeah, I mean...
I wonder if maybe... have you ever talked to Obras about them?
Have I ever talked to Obras about them? Have I hid them for a while? I mean, like, I don't know.
You always wore sleeves, right?
Yeah, I always wear sleeves, I think.
You would be the one to tell me if you've ever talked to Obras about them.
Oh, I don't think so. Probably not. I don't know.
Aren't, like...
I would start with Obras.
The, like, sorcerers, don't you get... I mean, your magic's just an aid, or is it granted to you, or...
It's innate. Wizards are the ones who have to pray to ask for it for a... No.
They memorize it from formula.
Right. Wizards are the ones who looks in books.
Warlocks
are the ones who ask for it.
Yeah,
from
they get it from a patron.
Right, patron. But like when you got the blessing thing from Mother Tasha, your wild magic disappeared. So is there a possibility that those tattoos did something to you to be able to tap into magic? Like maybe Obras would know if that's ever happened.
Is that when it happened?
You said you were a baby, right? So you don't know.
Well, the tattoo happened when I was a baby, so I would have had magic and the wild magic. And then when she did whatever, that's when the wild magic requirements stopped, correct? GM?
Yes.
Nikki can't remember.
Yes. When
Aribell
you... after you carried Mother Tassa's memories, which turned out to be her draconic consciousness, that bled over into your spirit and suffused you with a little bit of draconic essence.
Which kind of must have... Okay.
Yeah. Which is... the wild magic is... a natural side effect of those who are predisposed to feeling magic the way that sorcerers do. Because sorcerers don't have their magic funneled to them through a patron who exercises some control, nor do they focus the power of the weave through formula like wizards do. Sorcerers just kind of reach out and grab energy and mold it in their mind and throw it in hope.
Especially with wild magic.
Yes.
Could you do that spell on the tattoos where you get information?
Oh, the legend lore one? Yeah, that's worth a shot.
Oh.
Why not?
I mean, yeah.
That's worth a shot. Let me...
Maybe we'll get a little background of some kind.
Or at least a starting place
Mm-hmm.
to search for more info.
Yep. It says, name or describe a person, place, or object. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of the significant lore. So, I mean, I'll try.
Sorry, the problem being if there's no lore, because that would be things that have been written, right? Or is it just potential?
It says forgotten It says lore might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known.
Ooh. So
Possibility.
definitely worth a go.
Right. It might not happen if it's not super significant, but if there's some creature that did it, maybe there's lore behind it.
Yeah. Maybe you're not the only one with tattoos like this.
Somebody's got to know something.
That would, yeah, if it's something that's happened.
Maybe there's a whole generation of people who have gotten tats.
I need to be tatted up. Do it. Question.
It's worth a shot.
Question. Are
Yes?
tattoos a thing in this world?
They are not.
Oh, so that's extra weird.
Well, I mean,
And this isn't an
hold on.
actual
They are a thing, but there are no magical tattoos
Well,
like
that we know
okay.
of.
like in
right,
Critical
right.
Role.
Right,
Those
right,
don't
right.
exist, but regular
right.
tattoos, oh yes, in abundance.
Okay. Now, does it look like a legitimate tattoo or does it look like a birthmarky tattoo?
Oh, it's a legitimate tattoo.
Okay.
There's nothing birthmarky about it. It's some form of
Because it's been burned on you, right?
pattern.
I want to cast Detect Magic on her tattoo.
Oh.
There's an idea.
Okay. Oh yes.
It's magical, sorry.
How did we miss that?
Because she wears sleeves.
And I've never really
cast it on her.
Yeah.
I've never really paid attention to it. I mean, like, I just have been part of me for...
How long are you going to concentrate, Aribell? Are you going to try
It lasts for 10 minutes.
But are you going to try and pull more information than just that it's magical?
What does it tell me?
I mean, do the thing.
Yeah, might as well.
Get
I'll do
everything
anything
you
it
can.
tells me. I mean, I think I can learn at school, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll concentrate and study it as much as I can.
After about a minute, it settles into sort of a hue, the glow, that suggests to you that what you are seeing is some form of abjuration magic.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna
Can
cast.
I tell if there's any? Oh, sorry.
Nope, go ahead.
Religious? Like, do I recognize? Are there symbols or what is it?
You can make a religion check.
Let's detect magic concentration.
Well, it doesn't matter. You can still do a skill.
Yeah. I was just thinking I might ask for some help. Okay. Yeah, it's. Well, if I've already got all the information, I can let that drop. Where's guidance concentration? So the detect magic will drop if I use guidance, and it's worth it. Let me open my other screen. Religion. It only gave me 126.
It doesn't strike any chord in your memory as meaning anything that you've studied.
Okay. Oh, I know it's abjuration.
Yes.
That what you said? Magic? If that means anything to you, Zori. Probably more to you than me.
Would that be something I've learned in school?
Well, you know that it's one of the, I think, 8 types of magic.
Right. Blocks, banishes, or protects. It is a proud and respected vocation. Interesting.
A lot of my spells are abjuration. So I would know what that is.
Interesting. So the School of Abjuration gives you, like, it kind of tells, just the School of, if you look it up, kind of tells you what you can add. Starting at 2nd level, you can weave magic around yourself for protection. But that's a chosen school, right? Or is it just innate?
It's a type of magic. I mean, it's a type of spell. Just like divination is a type of spell, like evocation is a type of spell, like illusion is a type of spell.
Okay. Okay.
It's just one of the many flavors of magic that
Right. Like
arcane casters can access.
My protection spells fall under abjuration. So resistance,
Right.
the sanctuary spells, that kind of stuff are abjuration.
And you said it's either protection or blocking? So perhaps it either protects you
Or maybe it blocks an ability that you have.
or blocks others from seeing your ability.
Hiding you from something.
Says detractors of this school say that its tradition is about denial, negation, rather than positive assertion. Interesting. Okay. Sorry, I just was trying to get a little more info on it.
So who would be an expert in this type of magic?
I don't know. I would have
When
to
we go
ask
to the
Obras.
tower, we can check.
Yeah. Okay, so do you want me to try the legend lore?
I think so.
Wouldn't hurt. So I throw my arm out there.
I do the thing. It takes 10 minutes to cast it.
Okay.
So I was probably doing all my stuff while she casts it.
All right. As you complete the incantation, there is a blinding red, blood red flash. Tasha, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw at disadvantage.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
You do get +5 because you're close enough to me.
Ooh, that's good. Intelligence check, right?
Yep. Intelligence saving throw.
Yeah. So that's +3. Why couldn't it be charisma? Okay.
I say that every time we have to make a saving throw. I have crazy high saving throw there.
And
Does everybody see the blinding red light or just her?
Oh, no, everyone sees it.
24.
Oh, great.
24. Let's see. I am going to send you a message on Zoom.
On Zoom? Yeah, Tasha, try the thing.
Not that it probably is any of these, but she can't be charmed or frightened from my stuff.
Okay. The rest of you see Tasha cast the spell. There's this blinding red flash, and you see her just kind of droop.
Oh,
and
no.
Her eyes get a little bit big, and her mouth kind of goes slack, and she just kind of stares, and a little bit of drool starts to...
That's not good.
Undo it.
I don't have greater restoration. I think Athgarr does. I have, let me see, I don't think lesser restoration does anything for what that looks like.
I start to panic.
Zori, breathe. Somebody message Athgarr.
I'll message Athgarr. Well,
actually,
he has to be within range.
I'll message Athgarr.
So you message Athgarr.
I'll message Athgarr.
Pull it together.
Obras'
Don't
greater
freak him out.
Mm-hmm. I'll put Aribell, me, and...
Gwen?
Should I put Obras in there?
I think right now we just need to get Tasha fixed.
Do we know what this is? Do we have to get?
Well, I think it's some sort of either...
Zorith, make an Arcana check.
Dude.
Good roll.
I thought I rolled good, too.
16 plus 8, 24.
You've never seen one cast, but this has all the hallmarks of a feeble mind spell.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay,
if
I
that's
say
the
that.
case, you do know the only 3 remedies other than just waiting month by month to see if she snaps out of it is either a hold on, I just had it here. A wish spell, a heal spell, or a greater restoration spell.
She might have... Oh, wait, I have heal. I think on the staff I can do that. If you tell us that, Zori.
I will.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I can do that with the rod.
Are you attuned to that? Is that one
Yes.
of the things that... Okay, great.
Yes, I can use one charge to cast heal on her. So I will pull out the Rod of Resurrection and use the charge for heal.
Okay. Tasha, everything sort of gently comes back into focus and reality, and things make sense again.
What happened?
Don't do that again to that.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
It's not your fault, honey.
Some kind of ward on it or something.
Did you get anything or just nothing?
Nope. I didn't get anything, did I?
Nope.
Nope.
Just, you have a little, I grab a cloth and wipe her drool.
Yuck.
Okay, well, that is definitely a tower question.
Well, but I mean, it does tell us something that whoever
Yes.
provided this tattoo did not want its secrets known.
And one of you saw the creature, right?
Tasha did. She saw
Tasha
an imp.
saw the imp. Okay.
Uh-huh. So we would need to research who has imps. Maybe she could give a description of imp.
So it sounds like we need to go to the tower for a couple
Regardless,
of things.
yeah.
So while we're there, we'll just do a couple different things.
Yeah. I cover it back up. And am unhappy.
Well, look at it this way. Now if we go into battle, pull your sleeve up, show it to them, and say, "Do you know what this says?"
Do you know what this does?
Oh my god, that's funny.
Prestidigitation, make it fucking glow.
And they'll check it out.
Cool.
And the next thing you know,
Yeah, intimidation. Use that every time you don't want to cast a spell in combat. Make your arm glow.
automatic feeble mind.
Wow. Just wow.
Great weapon.
Yeah, I mean...
Silver lining?
Right? Because
So
somebody would be like, yes, and I'd be like, sweet, hold on. Fight stop. Can
Excellent.
you tell
Tell us.
We should do that next time we fight the Jaggervanans and see what they do.
Yeah.
me? Mm-hmm.
So shall we go to the tower?
So, question about all of these trips that we make. Is Emberheart gonna go with us? And does Emberheart count as a person in the teleportation situation? Jeff.
Well, answer the first question. Well, yes, Emberheart would count in the number of people, number of
Okay.
entities.
The creatures.
Yes.
Okay.
I would like to bring him if at all possible.
Right. Okay.
Makes
Hopefully
sense.
Hopefully he's gonna be okay with it. You might have to be like, we might have to store. Question. Okay. Question at the tower. I have a tower question.
Worried about the brightness.
What brightness? The
Well,
blinding.
he blinked a lot, so.
Oh,
Tell him
he'll
to
know
close his
better.
eyes.
Yeah, he'll know better the second time.
Yeah.
Is he okay?
He seems okay. We walked around and looked at things, and he seemed, his vision seemed fine. Is there a place near the tower where he could hunt? Perchance?
It's in the middle of the forest. That's where we've hunted Theranok before. So
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, perhaps while we're there, I could also take him to hunt. He would appreciate that.
Okay.
Okay, so question. I am having a blank brain day. Okay. Teleportation circle. Is that why did that not come up? What the heck? Teleportation circle. If I spend my time on it, does it take a slot?
Yes.
okay.
Regardless,
It's not a ritual.
it's not a ritual.
It just takes time.
Right.
Dang. Okay.
Do we have too many? Is that the
oh.
issue?
Well, now that Athgarr is not with us, I'm gonna have to keep a better eye out for how many we use and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Oh wait,
Tasha has.
does
Yeah,
Tasha have teleport?
I know, I'm looking. Hold on.
Circle? One of them. I can't remember. I'm sorry. My brain is 040 right now.
It's okay. You're fine.
So it's teleport is a higher level than teleportation circle, right?
It
Yes, by
is-
2.
Okay. So we
it
use
is.
and then
So I have 2 slots. I have 2 slots, a 6 and 8. Oh, and a 9. I have a 6 and 8 and 9 that I can cast it at. So I would be.
And I think we've talked about this before.
I
don't
don't
know
think
if-
I have teleportation. Like I can, but
Circle?
none of it. I don't.
Okay.
Is your ring attuned?
My ring?
Your spell storing ring?
Oh, I did use it, and I have not. I don't think I can use.
Because it goes up to 5th. I think you used to put circle in it, and then you have one
I didn't. It was. Hold, please. It was. I'm sorry. Hold. It was.
Disintegrate?
Oh, it was something, and I took it out.
Counterspell? Counterspell, wasn't it?
No, it was something hot, a fire or something, because I just used it in one of our last fights.
But you can put the circle in it, so we have a.
So we.
But
always
we
have
also always have the mansion. Well, I mean, not always either. We sometimes have the mansion too. So.
Up to 5 levels worth of spells at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it would be 1/5 level, or a 3 and a 2, or 1 and a 4,
or
right?
5 1s, or yeah.
Okay,
2 2s and a 1.
Yeah. Okay, so I will attune that at some point with a teleportation circle. And then that we can go anywhere with a circle, right? So we can come home and etc.
Anywhere that you have the address. So we can get home, we can get
anywhere.
The tower.
How long does it take to do that?
An hour attunement, yeah. But I could like do it at the tower.
Yeah, we have we have some pretty big places we could go with it. So the tower, this Sanctum, Airmaw, Thunder's Edge.
And can we just use our regular, like our 4-home circle? Or is that just an address? That's just the address?
No, that's just an address. Yeah,
okay.
That's an address.
Just checking.
Okay, I'm putting teleportation circle in there, I think. Customize, name, teleportation circle. I don't know if that did anything. Oh, it changes the name on the ring. Okay.
Nice.
So when I look at the ring, it'll automatically tell me.
Then you remember.
What's in it? That's
handy.
Without having to do the research. Excellent.
Nice.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Nobody died today since I can't resurrect you till tomorrow.
Right?
I mean, you'll keep, but we'll put you in the hole.
Sort of.
Right, because they don't require
There's
any
no air there,
breathing.
so yeah.
NBD.
I mean, I can revive you, but
Yeah, that's what we thought last time.
oh, when we
NBD.
do some shopping, I should get some more diamonds too.
Yes, and yeah.
Or unless we have any in the thing. I don't know.
We do, I believe, have some. We've got some. I just gotta find where they are at.
Well, actually, I think I'm good on Revivify because I used Revivify on Aerolacus, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Question: why do I have ink?
You mean like your tattoos?
No, I got ink for something specific because I have 5 of them, but I don't write down spells, right?
Was it for
Correct.
Oh, somebody gave me a spell to memorize.
Yes, Obras is Greater Sending.
Oh,
And you
what it
already
was.
did that
And
one because
okay,
you
okay.
have because you have that ability.
was it
Okay.
for
I try to
little
write
friend.
notes.
our little tower friend?
Aaron?
Aaron? That was early on, right? You got
I
him
try
stuff.
to
I
write
don't think.
notes, but I have not written a note about. I have not written.
You
a note
also
about-
draw and stuff. Maybe it's just your own.
Oh. Crap! I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm sorry. That's gonna be a zillion years ago too.
I have enough to do one more Revivify spell. Jeff,
Well-
when something is in a magic item, like the rod, does that require the material components?
No.
And she, as long as she doesn't overspend, she'll get it back tomorrow, right?
Oh, I just used one. I'll get that. It's if it goes to 0, then you roll.
Okay.
So it has 5 charges. Heal is 1, but resurrection is 5. So anytime I actually use it for full resurrection, it could be the last time.
Correct. I got it. And full resurrection.
But we have 2 of those.
Okay, yeah. Full
Somebody
resurrection
else has the other.
Is in the group chat. My level 20 Zorith and group loot is it. There's in there. Resurrection is if someone has been dead for a bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, why don't we head to the tower now and then figure out, if there are things that you need to recharge. We can maybe work on that. Are we staying for the night, or are we just going for the day?
It's mid-afternoon, you said?
Early afternoon.
Yes, we'll see what happens. We also need to check in with Gago later on Airlockus.
Right.
Nikki, resurrection works on something that's been dead up to a century.
Wow.
Hey. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, that's pretty good. Something was just said.
Going to the tower?
Right, but in that was something else. I can't remember.
Whether we're staying overnight or not?
Right. It depends. Okay. Gago. There, that's what it was. And call Gago tonight. Do we need to tell
Athgarr?
that we're going?
Wouldn't hurt.
I'm gonna have Tasha do it. So she uses her smaller sendings.
Right.
I need to get a sending stone or something so that...
That would be smart.
For him.
We don't have...
We have one with...
Oh, we have one set of sending stones. That is not the one that I have.
We do have another set?
It's in our group loot.
That's not the one you gave to...
I don't think so. Did we get
Aloric?
2, Jeff, at some point?
I do not recall.
I thought we were... Yeah,
I
we
do
did,
not
because I
recall.
was going to give one to my family, I think.
Right.
So why don't we give one to
Yeah.
Athgarr right now, and then get another one for your
Put it
family.
on the list.
Yeah.
Okay, for a grocery list.
So I can have my owl fly that to him unless you have another way that you can think.
I think that sounds good.
So...
Can her owl carry things like that?
Well, it's small. I mean, an owl could pick up a mouse.
I would assume.
And then... Okay, so when you talk to Athgarr, because the owl is going to have to get into the keep somehow.
True. Okay, so
You might want to tell him to...
No, go ahead.
Sorry. You might want to tell him to come outside for 10 minutes and wait for her owl. Okay, wait, hold. I gotta hold the phone.
Yeah. Let's have just like a group wisdom check. Yeah. Just wisdom modifier plus d20.
I got a natural 20. Wisdom modifier?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I
so
got a 6.
24.
18.
14.
What'd you get, Zari?
A 6.
A 6! Well, okay.
I got
Somebody's
24.
going to shoot that bird if it goes flying towards the keep.
Oh.
Well,
it dawns on you that since you are attempting to be a little bit more conservative with your magic now, being down a caster, it would take 5 minutes to walk to the keep.
Yeah, let's just go see Athgarr.
Okay.
Okay.
But
And then you're not wasting the spell slot, you're not wasting the use of the owl for the day.
okay.
You're so, logical, Jeff.
I forget how close we are. I mean, like, we're close, and so, like,
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh.
So we go to the keep.
Okay.
Yeah.
He needs to meet your puppy anyway.
On the way through town, there are a few shrieks and some muffled curses as people notice this rather large wolf walking freely through the streets.
I just keep him right
How
at my
large
side.
is he?
He's
Like Saint Bernard size?
He's pretty much close to full grown.
Well, no, I mean,
But like full-grown natural wolf?
Uh-huh.
Irish wolfhound.
No, he's a wolf.
He's not a dire wolf, though.
No,
Because those are big.
but still, he doesn't look anything like any of the dogs in Thunder's Edge.
I mean, like, as people are looking around, I'm gonna be like, what do they expect? A collar on him? Like, that's not gonna happen.
I mean, he's with us, so that should help. If he was wandering alone, it might be.
I mean,
So-
who knows? Maybe a
This-
bright orange collar in case he's out in the wild and we don't want people to.
I will do something like that. For now, I just have him walk right at my side, and I put my hand sort of on his neck, like on his scruff. But I don't make eye contact when they shriek. I just keep walking. Like, get used to it.
Okay.
Next time we're in
And,
town, I'll have Starbolt be a giant wolf to walk with him.
Yeah, because that'll make it better.
That'll be kind of cool.
So, arriving at the keep, the guards recognize you and immediately, bow and open the door, and then one of them is kind of giving the hairy eyeball to the wolf, kind of like, really?
Really. I give him the beady eye right back.
I also give him the beady eye right back.
He's with us.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me be clear. He's with the four. He's one of us.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Spread the word.
Okay. So where do you go to look for Athgarr?
I'll ask the guard if he knows where Athgarr is.
I know the Lord is in the keep, ma'am. Apart from that, I don't.
So start with Aerolacus' office, the library, and then Athgar's office.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Aerolacus' office, no one is there. In the library, you find Athgarr and Sten poring over tomes.
Still.
Yeah.
I'll knock on the door and say, "Still at it?"
Oh. Yes, Oh. Hello.
I wanted to make introductions.
Well. And he grabs a quill and puts it in the book and closes the book to mark his page, and then gets up, walks over, and kneels down.
Athgarr, this is Emberheart. And then I say to Emberheart, "This is Athgarr. He is part of our pack. And important to me."
Let me remind you, at this point, your Speak with Animals has long worn off.
Okay.
But
So-
she can
I
tell
thought
him stuff, right?
I thought that he and I had the
Catholic bond.
No?
He's not a familiar.
Okay.
He's
The
You don't have
owl
a
leader.
ranger.
he's an animal companion.
Okay. Well, then I will cast Speaks with Animals.
Okay.
That's going to get old quick.
Mm.
I may need to
Oh, that
think
might
about
be.
that.
Is that something that she can buy? And learn?
That is something that would have been available to her had she chosen a different path as a ranger.
I bet we can.
I know.
Okay.
I'm
It's
gonna
not a
look it up.
Gloomstalker thing.
No. That's a
Because
beast.
Gloomstalker is by herself.
It's like a
mostly,
Right.
like a beast warden, beast master,
Right.
whatever they
Master.
call it. That's
Yep. But maybe there is a magical equivalent.
Maybe.
Mhm. I am looking it up now.
So anyway, I recast it and passed that message to Emberheart.
okay. I have to look something up.
It is a first level spell.
Sounds like you need to get a feat, and then there's a way around it.
Which feat?
Well, this one thing they're saying is if you take the Eldritch Adept feat, you can get 1 Warlock invocation, and then you can cast Beast Speech at will, because it's a cantrip or something.
Nice.
Very
Oh,
nice.
Ring of Animal Influence lets you cast it 3 times per day.
Oh, that might be it. What is it? Ring of? I'll put that on our grocery list.
Animal Influence?
Well, that would be a good stopgap until I
It might
can
be, though,
get the
over
feat.
time that you can
Learn it?
talk to Jeff about maybe, like, if you spend a language spot, can you learn how he reacts to, like, body language, right? I know what my cat's thinking. Dogs are trainable.
You can cast
Yes.
Speak with Animals at will without spending a skill slot.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What does that?
Dang. Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
My ring? Does my ring do that? Is that what my ring does?
We'll figure it out a way.
Okay.
You
sorry.
can't right now, but we'll figure it
Let's
out.
ask at the tower. Maybe they would
Yeah.
have an idea.
Sniff Athgar's hand and then say, okay.
Athgarr, kneeling down, looks at Emberheart and gets a strange expression on his face, one that you've not seen before. And you see Emberheart kind of looking at him, and then both his ears go straight up, and
He's curious.
he
You have
kind of walks
six-
over and sniffs Athgarr and then licks him from chin to forehead and sits back on his haunches, drops his mouth in kind of a doggy laugh. And
What did
Athgarr
you just do?
goes,
Did you charm my animal?
you see him get that look on his face again, and Gwen, in your mind, you hear Athgarr say, "No, I spoke to him like this."
Okay. That's weird.
It's something I've been studying. It's still not easy, but I can speak like this to any single person if they're close enough.
Interesting.
I also have learned to simply listen. I thought it would be helpful in trade negotiations.
You can listen to someone's thoughts?
I believe so. I haven't tried it yet. This is all new.
It certainly is.
He took the telepathic feat.
Oh.
Well, Interesting. We
Do
stopped
they tell
by.
us that?
Well, you're hearing my side of the conversation.
No, you're
I
just
assume.
thinking it.
Oh, okay. That's
Well,
even
you might have
creepier.
been saying it out loud, but Athgarr would then tell you that you don't have to say it out loud. You can just think as if you were saying it out loud, and he will hear it, as long as he is focused on you.
Wow, that's really weird.
But he's making a weird face at first.
Yeah.
So, can we figure out what's going on?
I'll tell them.
Okay.
So yeah, Athgarr is speaking to me telepathically right now, and it's freaking me out a little bit.
It's unusual, to say the least. But
So that's similar to what we do with Bo, right?
yes. But this
One
is,
person.
This is not. Well, I don't believe it's magic. I believe it's simply discipline and training and
Oh,
focus.
'cause it's
So you have a headache?
No, it just feels very strange. And it's not easy yet. I don't know if it ever will be, but for now it takes an incredible amount of concentration and in a way that I've not done before. So it's all very new.
Maybe save your brain power for your studying.
Yes. But I have explained to Emberheart who I am and what I am.
What are you?
And the leader of the pack that is this large walled stone den. And
Interesting.
he also said that he could smell you on me. And therefore, while I may be in charge of the den, you are in charge of me. And he found that funny.
Okay. I
Oh,
didn't
Laura
think that
giggles.
was entirely what that meant, but interesting interpretation. I guess that is sort of a segue. Here. And I hand him one of the stones.
Oh,
I'm taking it out of group group loot, and you will be responsible for adding it to your loot. Okay.
On mine or his?
You need to put it in your loot so it shows as a thing in your
yes.
inventory.
So we both need to add it to our inventory.
Yes.
I can tell you how to do that in a little bit, but
Okay.
I'm just letting you guys know I'm taking it out of group loot.
It has been added.
Okay. I added it as well to equipment.
This isn't Zorith. This isn't yours and Aloric's, is it?
No, we had one from I believe our. I'll look around. Oh, it's Dragon Horde.
There's one in the horde.
Oh. Well, thank you. This is, I think, a very good idea.
Well, we're planning to go to the tower, and I give him a quick overview of the shopping that we plan to do, as well as the checking out Zori's tattoo, and I tell him what happened with Tasha, and then that we're also going to take Emberheart hunting.
Has he seen my tattoo before?
I would assume,
Mhm.
as long as he's traveled with you, that he's seen it at some point. I don't know that he's ever really looked at it.
I'll pull up my sleeve and kind of re-show him what's going on.
Don't study it too closely.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, I've looked at it, and it's not affected me, right? It just affected
Right.
her because it was the legend lore, right? Okay. So, like, super sight. Got it.
Well, this is definitely... It seems to have been designed with intent. But what that intent is, I couldn't hazard a guess. It doesn't appear to be an innately arcane design, and it doesn't, to my knowledge, represent any sort of religious design. But I would assume if it was a religious design that Aribell would have been able to determine that. But
It doesn't look religious. Any religion that I know. When we see Gago later, if they don't have any luck at the tower, we could ask her.
that might be wise. Even if she doesn't know, perhaps someone among the septs would have more appropriate knowledge of such things.
Well, we just wanted to let you know where we'd be and introduce you to the newest member of the Four.
Well, I'm very pleased to meet him. And do give Obras and Indrus my regards. And
Before
tell
we
them that they are, of course, still welcome at any time, even though things have changed a bit here. That I still consider them friends and mentors, and would be happy to see them.
So I ask Athgarr, do you maybe need any fancy loot? We'll look out for something for you. Is there something in your inventory that is lacking? Do you have any ideas of what you might want? You could probably send stone, or maybe not. That's maybe not a sending stone kind of thing. You can tell me, or
I
somebody.
can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Hey,
I wonder how much use what I do have is going to get in the next near future.
always watch your back.
Of course.
I'm not sure if we'll be back today or if our visit will extend overnight.
Well, you see what today and tomorrow and likely the rest of this week is going to hold for me. So, I'll be here.
You don't have to try to do it all at once.
No, but the faster I can, the better off we'll all be.
Take some breaks. See your people. Remind yourself why you're doing this.
I'll try to remember.
They need to see you, too.
I suppose. Oh, so you know, I did speak with Navi, and she has agreed, at least in the interim, to continue as Arch-Sentinel.
Excellent.
But it's a trial run on both our parts.
Well, hopefully it will go smoothly.
What's the Sentinel? What is the Sentinel?
The
Head of the guard.
over sentinels are the captains of the Raikeliad. The Arch Sentinel is the major of the Raikeliad, with Athgarr being the head now that he's Lord.
Okay. Oh, okay. So she's not higher than him, but
No, she's essentially like captain of the guard for all of the inner enclave
Okay.
and answers directly to the Lord.
Okay.
What did you find out about the person who had helped with trade agreements in the past?
Moved to Romani Keep.
Does that make sense? Mm.
Can he be persuaded to return?
She. And given that she moved there with her husband, who is working there, I think I will be finding someone else.
Mhm.
But
If you wish me to talk with her and ask about maybe even just a temporary situation until you're up to speed, I would be happy to go on your behalf.
I was, and please let me know if this is fatigue talking, but I was actually contemplating asking Wiggy.
Well, he would be incredibly flattered. I don't know. Does he have the experience and diplomacy for something like this?
I don't know. My thought was that he was Viesa's right hand in Thunder's Edge for years. While not the normal type of education, I would think he would have some experience in matters like this. Just perhaps from the other side of the law.
Yes, I suspect that's the case. It's an intriguing idea. He would probably need more work on the diplomacy aspects, but that can be learned.
Too bad you can't get a Lorik to hire a manager and have him do it.
I don't know that he would.
Probably not really his
He'd be good at it.
area of interest.
Well, doesn't hurt to ask.
It's worth pursuing.
Just his demeanor and
But also his appearance may not be as welcome, right? Because we really haven't seen any / many tieflings elsewhere, right?
there's one in the inner enclave at their bar, right?
No, yeah. But that's it, right?
That could actually be an advantage.
Oh, excellent. I like it. Something to think about. I mean, he wouldn't have to do it all the time, right?
Correct. It's worth asking.
And you trust him.
I do.
That's really an important part of that relationship.
In an odd way, though, I also trust Wiggy, at least to a certain extent. Perhaps an advisory board with both of them.
I think they would complement one another nicely. And that way that way the responsibility is spread over multiple people, so that if one is unavailable, there would be someone else. I like it.
Jerry Ann would be good, but she works for Viesa now, right?
Correct. That is a little bit more power than I wish to hand to Miss Vex.
Understandable.
Well, we'll leave you to it, but do take some breaks and see the people. They do need to see your face
I
and
shall.
know that you're working for them.
And thank you for this. I will keep it on me at all times.
All right. Well, I will see you when we get back.
Enjoy the tower.
I look at Sten. I think I was on mute. Both need to eat too.
Oh, yeah. I kind of left standing instructions that 3 times a day the stewards are supposed to bring food up.
Very
Now, actually getting him to stop reading and eat it, that's a different story.
Oy.
Athgarr.
I'm working on finding my balance.
I think that's pretty typical with a new job.
But we have a lot to do and we can't be here, and you know that we would worry about you if you don't stop to eat.
If you waste away to nothing, there's no one to replace you.
Want me to make the persuasion roll?
He's just kind of shaking his head, and Sten is just grinning at you. Do I have your permission to threaten to, send messages to you if he doesn't eat?
Yes.
Sten.
Good job.
What?
I already talked with Sten about keeping in touch with me if you were neglecting your responsibilities for self-preservation.
What did you just tell the wolf about Gwen?
I didn't say she was in charge of me. He made that determination on his own.
Smart
Did you
wolf.
tell him he was wrong?
I did not comment.
Behave.
Go to the tower.
Eat lunch.
I did. He did.
Okay.
He didn't eat
that's
all of it,
excellent.
but he ate some of it, and that's better than nothing.
Don't make me have to come back here and kick your ass. It wouldn't be the first time.
Oh!
Need I remind you that I now have hundreds of guards that would also help defend me? This will not be as easy
Defend?
as you wish.
Okay. I'm like starting to walk away and do my circle.
Maybe you should go ahead and take that gate spell so we can take him to another plane when we need to kick his ass. Sorry.
Right.
The question, though, is would you actually use them against me?
Well, I would have them form a wall. Give me a head start.
Wow.
If you want your guards to watch while I kick your ass, that would be amusing, but perhaps not the best in terms of helping you with your identity as the new lord.
All right, we're going to go now.
Yep.
That
Yep.
seems wise.
For everyone.
I walk
Boy.
over and give him a hug before I go.
And he hugs you back and kisses your cheek.
Take care of you.
I will. You take care of you.
I have Ember to take care of me, and I take care of him.
I'm
We
glad.
take care of her as well.
I know. You all take care. And I'll see you when you return.
I hold up my stone and make a show of putting it in my pocket. And I'll walk out
All right.
with my pup.
No. I'm just drawing the thing in the library, right?
Oh.
Or do I need to go out into the hallway?
Yeah, elaborate's fine.
Yeah.
I just
It
find
evaporates to nothing once the
Right,
spell
but
is
there's
cast,
room,
so-
right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I will circle us
Okay.
to the tower.
All right. The flash instantaneously delivers you to the basement of the central Tower of Azinor.
Lead the way, Zorith.
We head upstairs to his room.
All right. Where are you headed?
To Obras's room.
To
right?
Obras's study. Okay.
Right. We usually go there first because anything we have to do, he's gonna lead us to the right direction.
Right. Okay. Where's my other layers? Okay. You get to his study. The door is ajar, but mostly closed.
I knock.
There is no answer.
I open it and peek my head in.
It appears to be empty.
Okay.
Would he be teaching
He might
at
be.
this time?
He might be.
Okay. So we kind of need him to talk about what we're going to get. Question for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We are currently wearing the amulet of proof against detection.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have been for a while.
Oh no, I'm wearing
do
mine.
Do we need to can we take them off? Do we need to take them off?
Yeah, I
Should
can't
we
remember
take
when
them
I
off?
did that, but I know I said I did it, but because I didn't have enough spot.
I guess unless we have a need for that spot, is there a reason we wouldn't wear it?
It was just the idea of attuning more things.
Well, we were wearing them so that
Your father and Park couldn't.
right, and they're dead. So
Right.
Oh no, I do
but-
have it attuned. I took it off at one point, but I don't.
But we
remember
do
why,
have.
But I did put it back on.
we do have other.
enemies.
We sure do.
So I figure keep it on unless we have something else we need to attune.
Mm.
Now, if we get better armor, you might have to. Like I have my sword attuned and the staff
Right.
or rod. I can't attune the staff of healing. I have the rod of resurrection, but without taking off the amulet.
Right. That was just a thought.
All right.
It's just
So
a-
Yeah, we have a bunch of things that require attunement. We just have to pick what we're wearing.
Right. And there are things in group loot that, will we sell them for the money to give to, or will we just hand them over so that they can use them to replace things that we're taking, kind of thing? Just thoughts
Mm-hmm.
that we might be able to negotiate with the Does anybody use a longsword?
I do. I can use a longsword.
What do you have right now?
Oh please.
I have 2 extra magical longswords.
Do you?
Should we add them to the group loot so you're not having to carry them around, or?
Sure, I'm guessing we probably are not. I'm not probably carrying 4 swords on me, so we probably.
Oh, they're probably in group loot anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me later. Sorry, babe.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was.
Yeah, we should probably after on a not game go through.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I also have a breastplate, but I don't think any of you guys are going to wear that. But it might be stuff we can trade for other.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
I have my mithril that I would like to get enchanted.
Oh, right. So let me write that down under grocery list. Enchant, ? Mithril blade, braceplate. Okay.
Yeah, I just have a regular longsword. So, like, it doesn't have anything magical to it at all.
I have a +2 longsword and I have a Frostbrand longsword.
We
Ooh.
also have a Frostbrand longsword in group chat.
What's-
Group loot.
What's
But
the Frostbrand do?
wait, no. Wait, no.
Wait, no?
Correct. We also have a luck blade longsword.
Oh, no, I should have that.
Yeah. It probably requires attunement, so make sure you've got a spot.
Good.
Does it?
The Frostbrand does too. The +2 doesn't, but
So she would get you have currently nothing. You just have a longsword, so she wouldn't even get +1, right?
Right.
Or does she have +1? Sorry,
because
I
you
am
don't
asking
usually.
all of the.
What do you fight with? That?
I have a scimitar of I have speed scimitar,
Oh.
but I should look at the differences between the luck blade and the scimitar of speed.
Well, the luck blade just.
It is a +1 to attack and damage. It also gives you +1 saving throws.
And
Okay.
this one happens to have a wish spell built into it.
Yeah.
If the sword is on your person, you can call on its luck, no action required, to re-roll one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw you dislike. You must use the second roll. You can do this once per long rest.
Yeah, I think I should switch that out. Like,
Scimitars are light, so you can use them offhand.
Right, and quick.
right, but do I need to be attuned to the luck sword?
Yes.
So I can only have one because I'm already attuned to the scimitar.
Right, so
See what
you
I'm
can't.
saying? So
No, that's fine. I was because I was asking who uses it, and you
No,
said
but-
you have one, so.
right. So what I'm saying is that I think maybe it makes more sense for me to have the luck sword than it does to have the scimitar of speed. What do you think? The scimitar of speed is damage 1d6 plus 6. And it gives me a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
Wait, you said 1d6 plus 6?
Well, but that's
Yeah.
including her strength bonus and everything.
Yeah.
Well, this is only 1d8 plus 1 for the
But
damage.
it'll get plus her strength.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a +2. The scimitar's a +2 weapon. The luck blade's a +1 weapon.
So the luck blade would be a 1d8 plus 4 because I have +3
Why does it say 1d8 plus 1?
because that's without my strength bonus.
Yes,
It'll change once she attunes it?
correct.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
sorry, I misunderstood that. That's not what it says here, so.
Yeah.
Right.
1d8 plus 4 is 12, and 1d6 plus 6 is 12, so.
But it adds the luck component.
Right.
Yeah.
I think the luck.
And
blade would be-
actually, it would be if she were to use it two-handed, it would be 1d10 plus 4.
Ooh, hey.
Oh, that's what the parentheses
Because
is?
yeah, the longsword is a versatile weapon. If you use it two-handed, you get 2 more damage.
So
Mm.
that
or
makes
the
more
possibility of 2 more damage.
sense. Yeah. So I think I should switch out the scimitar of speed, and we can sell that, and take the luck blade.
Do that when we're.
Yeah. Let me see. So okay.
Do you have. Do you have a conversation spell available to ask him where he's at and see if he can meet us?
Who?
Obras.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Spell. Why are you being? There we Yeah, I'll just use the sixth slot. So. What?
Tasha, give me a history check.
Okay. $26.
It dawns on you that if he is in class, sending him a message in a non-emergency might be rude.
Oh, so we'll just go to the tower.
We'll just be in his room.
Yeah.
Just sit in the hallway outside his door.
Yeah.
I slide down against the wall.
Okay.
How long do his classes tend to last?
Zorith would know classes are usually an hour.
There'll be like a chime or something. We've heard it, right?
Yeah.
There's a bell.
Yeah.
Like
So
messaging.
if the class is on the hour, then we should have an idea of how much time might be left in this class.
Yeah, probably no more than half an hour.
Should I wait around, or would now be a good time to take Ember hunting?
Half an hour doesn't seem like enough time to hunt.
And how
Right.
far is she going to have to walk out of the tower area?
A little ways. So probably more like an hour.
Okay.
Like
I can
15
wait.
minutes to walk out and then half hour
Well-
to hunt and 15 to get back.
I mean,
And that's, that half hour to hunt could be anywhere from 5 minutes to, 2 hours, depending on
right.
finding game.
I was just trying to determine,
Right, when we're going to be able to do these.
well, and just to use our time efficiently, because some of the things that you all need to discuss, like
Attunement, stuff like that.
isn't necessarily something that you need me to be there for.
However, you don't have a way to tell us if you get in trouble out in the woods.
Correct.
Maybe we'll put that on our sending stone brochure list again. 2 brochure lists. 2 sending stones. Okay, sorry.
Well, maybe there's
Oh,
maybe there's
I
something
say
better
right
that would
now.
allow all of us to communicate. I don't know.
Okay.
So I say yes, you guys go hunting right now.
Okay.
Anybody else? I think that's...
All right. Can you all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I guess I'll go.
Okay.
If you get a chance to ask about something that will let me communicate on a more regular basis with
I have that.
Ember, that'd be great.
Mhm.
And so I'll just use hand gestures to indicate to him that we're going.
Okay. Well, how long does the speak with animal spell last?
It is 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah.
That's
I
not a
mean,
long time.
training a wolf
No.
when you can speak to him with hand signals, teaching him hand signals while you can speak to him would probably be a lot easier.
Right.
And so,
That's animal handling, right?
Yeah.
it might take a week of hardcore.
Well, that was I would imagine, some of the training that they were doing.
That's
right?
kind of what I was
Right.
thinking too.
Right. Yeah, he should have some of that, some
Like
of
the
those basic
stay, sit,
commands.
attack,
Right.
right?
Right. All right, so he and I head out.
Awesome.
All right.
Okay. We sit and wait, and can we attune and be interrupted, or do we have to have
I think you have to have a continuous
uninterrupted?
hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you're
So-
sitting, a couple times, students walk by and their glances are a little nervous. You know, these well-armed strangers sitting in the hallway outside one of the master's offices. You're just kind of like,
Wouldn't
Hi.
they have seen us at... We've been there for...
you've popped in a few times, but doesn't necessarily
We've been
mean...
there for,
Meals and
not only meals, but, like, we've stood at the front and talked to everybody. Right?
Yeah,
Not conventions. Assemblies.
right.
We've been there for assemblies.
Yeah, a couple times.
Okay. Okay.
There might be new students, though.
Mhm,
Yeah,
Good point.
or they were sitting in the back and...
I just smile and wave.
Okay. And about 25 minutes later, you hear Obras's voice coming up the stairs. And he comes up the stairs. He appears to be walking with another instructor, and they kind of peel off opposite ways around the tower, and he turns and sees you sitting there and just kind of like, my goodness, I don't think I've seen you sitting outside my office since the last time you got in trouble.
Who says
Well.
I'm not in trouble?
I would never be so bold.
But also, we usually tell you when I'm in trouble.
Yes. Well, what a pleasant surprise. Come in, come in. He
We
pushes
going?
the door to his office open, walks in, drops his books and his scrolls on the desk. Drags a chair around and plops down and motions for you to sit. So, to what do I owe the honor?
Zori, do you have our list?
So, we are technically down a member. And as we started thinking about things we can do, we kind of haven't, and I like pat my armor and whoever's next to me pat like a shoulder kind of thing. We haven't really upgraded our armor and our magic items for quite a long time. And I know while we're do I know that he knows this is off the do I know that he knows Aribell is the fancy person?
I don't think so.
Okay, so I won't say that. And potentially get some items enchanted. And since we have the ability to maybe switch out some things that are lower level, potentially easier items to enchant with the school, we thought we might try our luck here first. If that's possible.
Well, we certainly have some things available. I don't know what off the top of my head. You would have to speak to Master Rhoxea.
Is that the Master Enchanter that we talked to before and got the amulets?
Yes. Yes, the silver dragonkin master. In terms of armor and weapons, you would be better served on your sanctum. I'm talking to the weaponsmiths and armorsmiths at the Temple of Balmus, I would think. Our collection of weapons, per se, is very small, and I can't think that we have any traditional armor of any kind.
My armor doesn't have any enchantment. I want to have it enchanted.
Pause for a moment while I look this up. Ah, okay. Of course, telling me what page number it's on when I'm looking it up on D&D Beyond is not all that helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that doesn't tell me what I want to know. Obras.
The revised enchanting items are in the DMG something else. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find.
It's not Tasha's. Is it fits some?
His band's Treasury of Dragons? Is that it?
Xanathar's Guide to Everything, I think.
That's what it is, yeah.
Okay. All right.
We should have that.
Well, that would explain why I couldn't find it in the DMG.
Right. We have that. I'm pretty sure, because it's coming up when we look here. Yes, we do have. Yeah.
Aha!
The
Crafting.
downtime. Yeah.
Crafting an item. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep. So, Obras says, well, Master Rhoxea would probably be able to speculate at what cost and length of time it would take to perform an enchantment as you would wish. But I would imagine that this would also be something possible at the Balmus Temple as well.
Okay.
So we had a while ago. Did we not ask someone to enchant something for us in one of the towns, like Erma was. I mean, I know that was a while ago. Don't ask me how I remember that. But did we ever go and get that back?
Was that the set of sending stones? The first set?
I think so. I think that was the first set, and that was the one that you gave to.
Okay.
Shoot. And then we had the amulets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. We had
those.
somebody make an amulet. We had somebody make an amulet, right?
Right, because we had some, but not enough.
That's
right.
what it was. Thank you. Okay,
Yes.
Good. Okay.
Father Obras, Father Nobus, Obras, do you know where we could get the best trade or money for selling magic items? Would that be like the military or?
Oof, I don't know. I wonder. Technically, we have a standing agreement with Lord Bonethane in Airmar that anything that is for his personal use or the use of his immediate secondaries has a set discount with us.
Would think we'd have. Did we? I know we went downstairs and looked. Question not to Obras. I know somebody went downstairs and looked to the Thunder's Edge.
We did that a while ago, I think.
Yeah, but that's just furniture.
Okay. So, right. We haven't looked in the armory.
No.
Shoot.
I think we talked about it earlier, both here I think they had said like most of the places were wiped out because of all of the wars, right?
That's right.
Mm-hmm. It might be that the army could in fact use any surplus that you have, and Lord Bonethane certainly has deep enough coffers to afford to pay you something decent for it. But I will inquire with the Arch-Chancellor to see if you four would be allowed to utilize the same discount.
We have a writ, I think Tasha does, where we're actually able to charge things back to the army, but for the things since Tasha is a...
Those are mostly like arrows, stuff like that. I don't imagine.
We did buy something that was super expensive.
We did. We bought the goggles and
the goggles of night, and we bought the spyglass. I think.
Yeah, the spyglass. I was going to say.
Yeah.
So I would assume
there is a different
in price
strata of discount for the army. It is significantly lower than what Lord Bonethane is allowed to access.
Oh, I see. But no, we've never asked for a discount from Lord Bonethane. Just
yes, I know, but I'm wondering if the argument could be made that you, because of who you are and what you do and what you have done, could be perceived as similarly important to his immediate adjutants.
All right. We'd have to go ask Lord Bonethane for that, but yeah.
No.
No?
I will take it up with the Arch-Chancellor and make the argument, and if he agrees, then you will have it.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you.
I'd like to talk to the Enchanter, though, too.
Yes, yes. I'm certain that he would be happy to speak with you. I imagine he is curious how the amulets have worked for you.
They've worked very well, I have to say.
Good. He would like to hear that. It is very seldom that the one who enchants an item is then allowed to discover how successful their enchantment of the item was.
Yeah.
Best case scenario, we hear it in song in the tavern.
Well, I think we could go talk to him. That sounds fair.
Well, do you remember the way, Zorith?
Yes.
All right.
Do I remember the way?
Make a history check.
I knew you were going to say a check. Ooh, history is not my best, but I got a 14-16.
Yes, you remember how to get there.
I remember how to get there. Of course I do. Got it.
And I will go and see if I can track down the Arch-Chancellor and see what he thinks about this idea of mine. And I shall look for you at Master Rhoxea's laboratory once I have concluded the conversation.
Did you want to ask him about... I point to my arms. Sorry.
Your arms. No, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about.
Your tattoo, babe.
Oh! My arms, not your arms.
Well, I'm like pointing to my arms.
Because it's rude to point at you.
Well, let us roll, because Zorith does not have the best of those kinds of perceptions.
So what am I rolling to communicate?
Oh, I got a natural 20, so
okay.
I did get a natural 20.
She got it.
Oh, performance, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
If she didn't look like she was getting it, I would whisper, tattoos!
I don't remember if you remember or no, and I roll up my sleeve. He probably does. We probably talked about it. I don't know. But I'm going to show him anyway.
Well, you tell me. Have you talked about it with him before or not? And if so, what have you told him? What has the conversation been?
Choose odd or even.
Odd.
Okay, I have talked to him before, and how much? Maybe enough to say, I don't know where I got it. I was young.
Mm-hmm.
I was still a wee barn.
Yep.
So I just probably would have talked about it in passing, because I wouldn't know that's the source of my power. Because regular sorcerers don't have any, they just have power, right?
Right.
Okay. So I'm just going to be like, here's my tattoo. We've talked about it in the past. However, it was glowing, right? And it was itching, like I wanted it to come out of my skin. And Tasha saw an imp at the same time, and when the imp disappeared, my arm went back to normal. Thoughts?
Has that happened before?
It has not.
An imp. Nasty creatures. And
Yeah.
it disappeared, and your tattoo stopped feeling strange when it did. May I examine it again?
No, hold on. So you can cast detect magic on it and not have a
Which I did, and it was
and not have a bad thing happen. But,
it was abjuration magic.
but
Really?
Tasha cast legend lore on it and was feeble-minded.
Goodness!
I know.
Well, it. May I look at it again?
At your peril, and I held out my hand.
Okay. And he takes your arm and just kind of looks it all over, and then he removes one hand and mutters something and waves his fingers.
Feels like it's moving under my skin. Yeah.
Nothing goes wonky.
That's good.
And he peers at it and says, Yes, indeed. Abjuration. I would guess that woven into this design is some sort of glyph of warding.
And then it would cast the feeble mind.
Yes, but a feeble mind is an 8th rank spell. That is a tremendous amount of power to put into a glyph. However, with a glyph, once triggered, the glyph is gone. So, let me try.
Okay, wait. Before you do that, who would we go to in case it goes wonky because we have expended our...
I can heal him.
Oh, you can again?
Yeah, it's only one charge for heal. I can do it 4 more times.
Okay. Right.
Yes, let me. I shall try it. Let's see, what do I need here? That one. If it's gonna load. There we go. All right. Okay. All right, first off. Ooh. Okay. Hold please.
Wild magic. Hashtag
Yep.
wild magic.
You making a save?
Yeah, if you're making a save, then she gets to help you.
No. This is wild magic.
Just wild magic table.
So, Obras begins to cast a spell, and he finishes casting it, and that same red light flashes again, but as it flashes, Obras vanishes.
Oh.
God damn it.
And you hear, and you look around,
Is
and
he a plant?
he is doubled over, squeezed into the top corner of his office on top of one of his bookcases.
Uh,
Oh, just a moment.
Okay.
Oof. Ooh.
Can you Misty step him?
And he kind of unfolds and climbs down the bookcase, knocking off a couple books as he does so. And comes walking back over and kind of peering tentatively at the tattoo. And he kind of shakes his head and looks again. His eyes are glowing. Was there, in fact, some sort of reaction to that? I couldn't tell. I was looking and then I was on top of my bookcase.
There was a blinding red light.
Oh. Is that what happened the last time?
Yes.
Oof.
mm-hmm.
Well, thank Oaris, I think my wild magic saved me.
Mm-hmm.
But this is very odd. I can see it now. It's underlaid. Well, no. It's interlaced into the design of the tattoo. There is in fact a glyph of warding, but it appears to be permanent. It's still there. I can see it. This is very strange.
Would an identify spell work to...
Well, it would identify Zorith.
But I mean, on the glyph, we couldn't tell what the word... Is it just on her? Is it on whatever it's doing?
It is wound into, underneath, above, and through the design of the tattoo. It looks like they were laid simultaneously. But that is undoubtedly the abjuration magic that you detected earlier. This is very strange. I've never seen something designed quite like this. And it reacted to the presence of an imp.
Yes. It felt like it was it felt like it was moving under my skin.
As if it was warning you, maybe?
I don't know.
Can I cast detect evil or good on it?
Sure. You cast the spell, direct your gaze. It doesn't seem to be either.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to be aligned magic, it's just magic.
So not aligned, and you checked for evil
And good.
and good. Okay.
Okay, well, here's a thought. What if your parents cast this on you to protect you and your brother?
He doesn't have one.
Airman doesn't
I
have
know,
one.
but
Oh, protect them because they'd be together.
yes.
Hmm.
I mean, it's just a guess, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I get the feeling that this is protection for you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Um,
I think there's someone that you should talk to.
Okay.
I don't believe that you would have had any interaction with him while you were here. But there is a wizard here in the tower, a contemporary of Indruz's, who makes a study of all things abyssal and infernal. Master Ixar.
You said something in infernal. Abyssal.
Abyssal and infernal.
Okay.
I believe he might have some insight to offer. Because for whatever reason, whatever this is, it responded to the presence of an abyssal creature.
Okay.
But it's never reacted when Bo summoned the whatever creatures are a bit right. We've had things summoned around us and abyssal and right? We fought some things, and it's never done that. But worth trying. Can I try something on you, Zori?
Yes.
I want to cast Reverse Anomaly on Zori and see if she's had any memory modification.
Ooh.
Okay.
It'll reverse the most recently altered one if there is one, and if there isn't, then it will tell me that there were none.
Okay.
So I will cast that.
You cast the spell, and the spell finds nothing to revert.
Okay. Good. Doesn't appear that you have any altered memories. So I guess this other person is our next stop. If not, then we can try the Sanctum.
Well, are you going to speak to Master Rhoxea first or Master Ixar first? It will influence where I come look for you after meeting with the Arch-Chancellor.
Do I know where... I won't know where Ixar is, so you'll have to give me directions.
Well, you know that Ixar is a contemporary of Indruz, so he'd be in the Wizard's Tower.
Oh, okay.
Because Obras did just tell you that.
Right, Wizard's Tower. Got it. We'll find him. Let's go there first, because I have a feeling that... Well, I don't know. Should we split up?
I think we should talk to the abyssal guy first, because what Obras finds out will impact our conversation with Rhoxea, right?
True.
Yes, that could be.
So let's do that.
All right. In the meantime, Gwen.
Yes?
If you would, let's see, I'm trying to think how's easiest to do this. Right, Monster Manual. Miscellaneous creatures. Wolf. Okay. I need you to roll for Emberheart.
Okay.
I need you to make both a perception roll and a stealth roll.
Okay.
Perception is +3, stealth is +4.
Okay, so perception with the +3 is a 22. And then-
Actually, roll that again
Okay.
and take the higher of the two.
That was the higher of the two.
That was the higher of the two. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the other one is what?
Stealth +4.
17.
Okay. All right. It takes about 15 minutes for you and Emberheart to walk far enough into the Jaonos Wood to start hearing game. And you can tell his ears prick up, and he's sniffing the air, and he kind of looks up at you like, well?
Go ahead.
And he goes bounding off into the underbrush. And within a matter of minutes, he comes back and drops a big fat rabbit at your feet. Looks up
Well
at you.
done.
Looks up at you like, haha, and then turns and bounds back into the underbrush and comes back with a second one, and then kind of lays his head down in front of them and just kind of looks up at you.
Well done. And these are for you. You may have them.
And he looks at the two of them and decides on one of them, picks it up, trots a few feet away, lays down, and starts
Ripping into it.
feeding. Make an animal handling check.
$26.
It's clear that he got two, one for him and one for you.
Mm-hmm.
I wondered. I pick up the second rabbit and set about cleaning it and skinning it.
Okay.
Is that something that she can dry? Or is that not feasible?
Well, it would take some time.
Can I, heat it up kind of thing? Or would that just burn it? Like instead of jerky, cooked meat or to save even for a little bit. I know you can't cook meat and keep it forever. That's what jerky's for. But, can she cook it and keep it? We have pouches, by the way, in case you needed, a fancy pouch to keep just her meat in.
I'm trying to remember, does Gwen have, I think it's called Druidcraft as a cantrip?
No.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, then you'd have to make a fire and cook it.
Right.
Unless there's a spell that you can use to sort of, cook it or preserve it or...
Burning hands? Oh, no, that's... no.
That would torch it.
Yeah, that's what I was looking to see.
I'll light a small fire.
Okay.
I certainly have plenty of experience doing that.
All right.
Question.
Hmm.
What about blight?
That would ruin it.
Oh, okay. Because it says moisture.
Yeah.
Oh, and
But
vitality.
that would desiccate it.
Okay, we don't want that.
And while I'm doing that, I'm going to also just sort of use my my abilities to scan the area for any enemies.
Okay. All right.
Primeval awareness.
Now, what can you sense with that? I should remember this.
Okay. Oh, and it does say in here primeval awareness allows you to establish a powerful link to beasts and the land around you, an innate ability to communicate with beasts, and they recognize you as a kindred spirit. Through sounds and gestures, you can communicate simple ideas to beasts as an action and can read its basic mood and intent.
Oh.
Can learn its emotional state, whether it's affected by magic of any sort, its short-term needs, such as for food or safety, and actions you can take, if any, to persuade it not to attack.
Oh, well, then you do have rudimentary communication with Emberheart.
Right. And so it also allows me, if I have one uninterrupted minute in concentration, can sense whether any favored enemies are within 5 miles. So that's just part of primeval awareness.
Mm-hmm. And what are your favored enemies at this point?
Excellent question. Hang on. I don't remember. Hang on. It also says telepathic, though. Detect thoughts, but that's a 2nd level spell. So that's one of my feats is telepathic. Is that what Athgarr took?
Yeah.
So I would have that too.
Oh.
So I do have that feat.
Oh. Well, then you can talk to Emberheart whenever you want.
Well,
Hey!
but it doesn't say that, though. It says under telepathic, it just says intelligence, increase your intelligence score by 1. And then it says detect thoughts 2nd level once per long rest, and detect thought 2nd level.
That's what it puts on your sheet. But when you look up the feat, it says you can speak telepathically to any creature you can see within 60 feet of you. Your telepathic utterances are in a language you know, and the creature understands you only if it knows that language. Your communication doesn't give the creature the ability to respond to you telepathically.
So I can
But then
communicate...
you can cast detect thoughts twice a day if you need to be able to hear what they think.
Plus, if I cast speaks with.
Right, but you might... hold on. Let's see.
I can't find your favorite enemies. That doesn't mean that you don't have them. It just means I can't maybe not be able to see them.
Where are they listed in the sheet?
Do you have notes, action spells, inventory, features, extras, notes?
I have notes, but I don't have them listed under enemies, so I should do that.
So maybe features and traits, or under class features? Let me see.
Maybe I haven't picked them. Oops. I should do that. Because I do see under notes, there's a place to put enemies.
Oh.
And there's nothing there.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it doesn't say favored enemies. It just says enemies.
Mm-hmm.
But we can figure that out later.
Okay. All right.
So I'm just going to use Primeval Awareness, which does take a spell slot, and it'll sense aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fey fiends, or undead present up to a mile or up to 6 miles in favored terrain. And this is favored terrain.
Okay. You sense some undead scattered around, which is not unusual for this particular forest. You detect a couple elementals. But apart from that, you're not really picking up anything else.
Okay. I continue to roast the rabbit.
Okay. All right. By the time Emberheart is done eating his, yours is cooked.
So I will eat the rabbit and offer him the bones or any other parts that I would not eat myself.
Okay.
I share.
And he happily mows them down. And I assume once you're done, you tamp out the fire and head back.
Yes. Yes.
And
I'll ask him if he's full.
he
Did he get enough to eat?
he indicates that he feels good.
Okay. Then yes, we'll head back.
All right. So you would arrive just about the time that the rest were getting set to leave Obras's office.
And I tell them, good news. It seems that I can communicate telepathically with Ember.
Nice.
But he cannot communicate telepathically with me. But I can read quite a bit of his body language. And if pressed, I could detect his thoughts. At least sometimes.
That's
So-
awesome.
We don't have to come up with something that would allow me to communicate with him.
Good.
But if we happen to find anything that would allow him to communicate with me, that would be excellent.
All right.
I wonder if you could enchant a collar. Just curious, there's no goals. But I wonder if you could enchant something that they could. No, never mind. That won't work.
What level is the Speak with Animals spell?
It is.
I think I want to say
level
second.
2.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
So if you had one of the rings,
No,
like
sorry,
Zori,
level 1. It's a
Oh, so
level
if you-
1 spell.
you had one of Zori's rings, you could put 5 in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on our grocery list for sure.
And as you quickly bring Gwen up to speed on what has occurred in her absence and your intentions to go track down Master Ixar, that's probably a good place to stop.
Yeah. Cool.
So we will pick this up next time. Want to say thank you very much for your attention. We do always appreciate it. And we hope that you will return and let us welcome you back once more to the lands of Aecathan.
Bye, everybody.
Good night, everybody.